G'day everybody, I am Wild, or it's just Wild, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build custom trees, simple custom trees, in Minecraft. Now, yeah, it's just going to be building trees. It's that simple. I'm not going to do a too long intro here, but if you guys do want to enjoy, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you're new so you do not miss out on any uploads. Comment down below any other videos you'd like to see, or just comment down below something. Join my Discord and Instagram, there'll be links in the description. Stick to the end of the video, I've got some other stuff to say at the end. And yeah, let's get straight on with it. Alright, so here we are on my creative command testing world. If there are any sounds in the background, just ignore them. I do have custom trees on here. The reason is because it adds a nice touch, you know. It's boring just having tons of things with command blocks. I've also started making some paths down here, just to kind of increase the niceness of this place. That's in a video to come, that's in a video to come, that will be in a video to come, as will that. But today, this is the sort of thing we're focusing on. So, just a quick disclaimer, this tree legitimately took me 5-10 minutes to build. It's not beautiful, it's not perfect in the slightest. In fact, I'd say it's not even good. But this is the sort of thing I want to be kind of talking to you about today. So I'm not going to build an entire tree today. I might kind of show you the basics. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, custom trees, what are they, to be honest? They're just like, what they are, they can make places beautiful. The normal Minecraft trees, where you place a sapling down and then bone meal it, they look fine. They are acceptable as trees, but they're not beautiful. This, even if it is not a very good custom tree, is way better than all of the default ones. And so they're used everywhere in building. In any build, there isn't really a place where a custom tree will make it look worse, really, unless it's some sort of desolated place devoid of any plants that matter. But that's beside the point. Trees just really make the atmosphere better. And if you're going to make a build, one of the things I like to do first, depending on what I'm building, is make a tree. So actually, I'm just going to go over to a different world and show you what I mean by this. This is another world. Haven't spent much time on here. It looks really ugly. I'm probably not going to keep it as well, but me and my mate started designing some sort of Skywars thing. Hasn't really worked out too much. But this is the tree I'm talking about. So this was the first thing I built when deciding on the map. I decided on the sort of theme. I thought it was going to be kind of desolated and dark and horrifying. I was going to make it so like there was some sort of evil darkness that cloaked the land. And this tree is a really great representation of it. So I built this before building any buildings or anything like that. I built a tree. And it really sets the scene, you know. I used acacia wood for the branches, and I put some, I believe it's either light grey or grey stained glass over it. And then it all kind of starts hanging down, and then these end rods are one block floating basically. And it resets the scene. So imagine if you're in survival in Skywars and you're just like on a map and you just run around here. All of the land is this sort of thing. And you're just running around here like this. Just imagine that. This would make it look really cool. So that's kind of what I mean. If you get this, I'm basically just building. When you're building something, if you're going to build a massive project, you want to get the theme and the feeling of the project right before you do any big builds. So this tree kind of helps me with that. I can really get the theme from this. And there's a beacon there for light at the top, so you don't get mob spawning or whatever. Because it doesn't emit that brighter light. It's quite a dim light, but it still gives it enough so that it doesn't spawn any mobs. Anyway, let's just get back over to my command world. Right, so let's just get straight into it. So step 1 is you've actually got to think of what sort of tree you're building, because the tree often can set the theme of whatever it is you're trying to build. So this tree, it was kind of like more of a tropical sort of quite posh mansion sort of build I was thinking of when building it. And obviously the tree in my other world was some sort of ruined place. And the tree was a willow to signify weeping and sadness and all that. Anyway, so let's save just for this. I'm going to build some sort of palm tree. So then you get your blocks. I usually use wood instead of logs because it has all the sides. For palm tree, you usually use jungle wood, just because it's got the kind of more tropical texture. Then your leaves, you can have different leaves to have different textures, but I usually use ones that aren't too thick. So if I just show you them all, when creating a palm tree, you want to kind of have the leaves that aren't that thick. So as you can see by this, the jungle leaves are really thick along with these dark oak leaves. So I'm thinking of maybe having oak, so if we get rid of those two, these ones aren't tropical enough because they're really grey. Just one of these two. I like this one a bit better because it's got more texture, so that's oak leaves we'll be using. So just put all those 5 back. Alright, so now we've done that, you kind of, often you don't have to do this, it doesn't work as well with palm trees, but when I'm building other sort of trees, I always have some, like this sort of just, couple slabs of oak, whatever here. Just gives it a nice sort of kind of feeling. I quite like doing that, but you don't usually do that for palm trees. So then you're going to start kind of building out the template of the tree. I always build the trunk first. So for the palm trees, the trunk is usually quite thin. It'll literally probably be something like that, and you usually mine that block like that, and then like this, maybe. Yeah, as I say, ignore all the cars in the background. So that sort of thing is what a palm tree looks like. Let's just mine these blocks and get that back. So yeah, so this is kind of the sort of branches you have from a palm tree. You might want to make it one higher, and then we start work on the leaves. So with the leaves, I will actually be building a tree. I said I wouldn't in the intro, but I probably will be. Yeah, I'll just kind of build a tree and teach along with it. So obviously there are lots of different types of tree you can build, but it's kind of the same sort of thing for each of them. So then you build the branches. First of all, you want to build the 4 that just go kind of like in the cross shape, and I'll just do them kind of quickly. So you kind of just go like spam blocks really. The palm tree usually go quite upwards, not that upwards, but like that sort of thing. And if we do kind of the same sort of thing there, get maybe one more out, and then if here we kind of do this like that. That's the sort of thing you'd have with the palm tree. And then you kind of just then you can kind of make some sort of like branch that kind of go like that. They sometimes work, it depends. They won't work as well on palm trees because they usually have less blocks on them. And then you kind of just spam leaves. I won't be talking for all of this, but yeah, you kind of just spam leaves. So as you can see, I've just put leaves on. So it's really, there isn't much skill to this. You kind of just spam leaves everywhere like this. Obviously, I'm doing a palm tree, so I don't want too many leaves because it's meant to be kind of like quite hot, so it won't have as many leaves and things like that. I will still do a lot, but not as many as I would do with some other sort of trees. Like that one there, it has got a lot of leaves on. The branches are kind of like the ones on this tree, to be honest, but I've just added tons more leaves. It makes it look so much like more, it would work better in cold weather, basically. But make sure you do all these sides as well. You don't want to have massive things of logs at the bottom or on the sides, because that kind of just looks weird. And yeah, it just doesn't look anywhere near as good. You also don't want to have massive flat lines. Might put some there, and then that's just a bit weird there, so might put one there. So yeah, you don't want to have very flat lines. This is turning out to be a bit less of a palm tree than I'd expected. It still looks like a palm tree, but I think I don't want to put too many leaves on. Obviously, I still need some on this bottom there, maybe like that. But then you don't want to have too many. You also, maybe on this, you want to have a couple leaves wrapped around the trunk like that. Not going too far down, but just down enough. So I mean, so give it a bit more of a jungle, like a tropical look. And then you kind of just prune it. So the last bit kind of takes time and practice, but it's kind of just about making sure it looks more natural. And like the main thing before is not having massive lines like this. That one's fine because you've got bits at the bottom that then stop and go upwards. Here though, it is a massive line which I don't like. I kind of want to make it go a bit away there and then maybe kind of go inwards and maybe along one. Yeah, that looks fine, I think. I might make it go one more and then have 2 up there. Maybe 1 there as well. So yeah, this last bit is really just... It's just about practice. There's no... like, there is skill involved in this, but the skill is you only get through practice. and it's literally just making sure that it's not just too blocky, and that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve here. I think it's nearly done, to be honest. This literally took me 5 minutes to build. As I said, it's not a beautiful tree. I probably don't want to have as many ends there. That block there needs to be mines. You don't have as many ends made out of logs. Maybe one there. And yeah, that's pretty much how you make a tree. This is quick trees. Obviously, you can make massive trees. You can make the tree I showed you in the other world. That took me for about an hour to make because it was much more intricate. I had the branches they were placed with more planning than this. This is more random and just me spamming blocks everywhere. And yeah, then you can add small touches. This doesn't work for everyone, but I like to add I like to add brown shulker boxes as some sort of like coconuts for palm trees. This isn't much of a palm tree, but I can kind of just do that, and it kind of just help the tree a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of that does not belong there. But yeah, that's kind of it. This is really not too hard to they're not really too simple. Custom trees are really not too hard to build once you know how to build them. I'm not for 1 second saying this is a professional build. It really isn't. It's just a simple one. So if you've got 10 minutes in a creative world spare, or probably about half an hour, 45 minutes in a survival world spare, and you've got the resources and you've got a space to build it, you can just build it. It's quite a nice build to make, and it doesn't take too much time at all. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today. I just wanted to have one more minute of your time. I've said this last video, I'm going to say it again. Please do be sure to go join my Discord. There will be a link in the description. But I'm looking for admins, moderators, and staff to help me out. You can DM me once you've joined for that. You can just join. There are ranks you can earn. YouTube friend, YouTube, other ranks like that. And that's why I announce if I ever need someone for a video or just want to do a video with someone, I'll announce it on there. If you can see on my ranks, there's a test dummy rank at the bottom. No one's got that rank yet because I haven't needed the test dummy yet. But if I do need one, I'll be asking from Discord. So please, please, please do be sure to go join it. You can chat with me, and it's the best way to influence decisions on the channel, even better than commenting. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you are new. Comment on any other videos you'd like to see, any other tutorials or anything, and I'll try my best to do them. Yeah, as I said, Discord in description, links to my Instagram in description as well. And yeah, peace.